All right, guys, so some of you might know that I do a weekly broadcast TV segment on a local morning show called Great Day Washington. My segment airs on TV on Mondays between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. here in the Washington, D.C. market. During my segment, I talk about taxes, tax debt, how to solve IRS problems, etc. In this video, I'm going to expand on one of my recent segments where I discuss the qualifications for the Offer and Compromise program and how much you would have to offer in order to settle with the IRS. Link to the original broadcast in the description below. Do you qualify for an offer and compromise, and how much do you have to offer? That's the topic of today's video on the other side of the break.
1-877 Levy King, L-E-V-Y Levy King, 1-877 Levy King, LevyKing.com.
Owe back taxes to the IRS? Call the Levy King. He's the best. 877 Levy King, LevyKing.com.
1-877 Levy King, LevyKing.com.
What's up, guys? Corey Hankerson here from Legacy Tax, and they call me the Levy King because I've helped thousands of clients with unfiled returns, back taxes, tax liens, and that's right, IRS levies. If the IRS took your check, the Levy King will get it back. 1-877 Levy King, LevyKing.com. I'm also the author of End the Tax Nightmare: Insider Secrets to Beat the IRS and Reduce Your Tax Debt. Inside the book, I show you how to stop IRS levies, liens, and garnishments without paying the tax in full, how to set up the payment plan you want and not the one that they want, and how to potentially settle your tax debt for less than you actually owe. My book has been a top seller on Amazon for years. You can buy it right now for $19.99. But I want to give you a copy of the book absolutely free. Just go over to my website, endthetaxnightmare.com, and enter your name and email, and I'll send you a copy right away. No charge, not even for shipping. Totally free. Before we go any further with the video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and hit the notification bell so that you get a heads up every time I drop a new video. Okay, let's dive into today's content. Okay, so the broadcast began with a few simple, well, not so simple questions about the IRS Fresh Start Offer and Compromise. The questions I get most frequently are, 1, do I qualify for an offer and compromise? And 2, how much do I have to offer in order to settle? So let's jump into the video and see the short answer that I gave during the interview. Then I'll come back and give a more detailed answer.
The IRS has a program that allows people who owe taxes to settle for less than they actually owe. But do you qualify? Here to help us find out is Corey Hankerson from Legacy Tax. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
Okay, so who does qualify for the offer and compromise?
Sure.
And what is the minimum the IRS will accept?
Awesome. So who qualifies? You qualify to do an offer if the amount that you owe is greater than the amount that the IRS believes you can repay. Right?
Okay.
And now how much will they accept? It's going to be based on a formula. A lot of people think it's sort of like negotiating the price of a used car, or maybe just offer them a percentage and, give them 5% and see what it doesn't work that way. It's based on a formula, and the formula is centered around something called the reasonable collection potential. Okay, so when you file an offer and compromise, one of the first things that the IRS is required to do is to determine the reasonable collection potential, or RCP, which is the amount that the IRS thinks they can collect from you via enforced collections. That means that what they think they can get if they garnished your wages or levied your bank account, right? So if the amount of your offer is equal to or greater than the RCP, then they're normally going to accept your offer. If the amount of your offer is less than the RCP, your offer will normally be rejected, absent any type of special circumstances that are going to warrant acceptance. Now, the RCP has 2 components. And so the first component is called your monthly discretionary income, right? The second component is called your net equity and assets. So if you add those 2 things together, the monthly discretionary income, the net equity and assets, that's going to give you your RCP. Okay, let's take a look at income. The IRS defines monthly disposable income as gross income minus allowable expenses available to pay the tax liability. Potential problems in calculating disposable income are going to arise when the IRS doesn't think that some of your monthly expenses are necessary and allowable. When they take away those expenses, that tends to inflate your income and cause problems with your offer amount, with your offer and compromise. Once they determine how much you have left over at the end of the month, the next step will be to determine what the IRS calls your future remaining income. They calculate this by multiplying your monthly disposable income by either 12 or 24. The result is the income amount which will be used to evaluate your offer and compromise. Now, next up is assets. The IRS defines net equity in your assets as the quick sale value of your property minus any liens or liabilities that you owe on the property if those liens have priority over the government's federal tax lien. Check out this video for more info on tax liens. For example, let's say your only asset is a home worth $300,000, and that home has a quick sale value of $240,000 and a mortgage of $220,000. The net equity of this asset for offer and compromise purposes would be $20,000 before any applicable exemptions. The last thing to do is add your income to your assets. If that number is greater than the amount that you owe, the IRS will usually not accept your offer unless there are, special circumstances. But if that number is smaller than the amount that you owe the IRS, they're normally going to accept your offer, allowing you to settle your tax debt for less than you actually owe. Now, speaking of tax debt, I want you to know that there are special programs in place to help you get a fresh start. But how do you know if you qualify? You see, no two cases are exactly alike. So how do you know exactly how much you can settle for? Well, I've created a free tool to help you get qualified for a fresh start. Just head over to www.levyking.com or click the link below. Follow the prompts and answer a few simple questions, and we'll help you figure out your eligibility. That website again is www.levyking.com, or you can give us a call at 1-877-LEVY-KING. That's it for this week, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.